No, good morning. Uh, I see the Secret Service head has resigned, so she doesn't lose any of her benefits. She gets all her insurances and pensions and everything else after a massive screw up. But anyway, I'm going to make a couple predictions, and I'm going to keep this short. Back in the late 70s, when Gerald R. Ford was coming to Saginaw, I was living in Chestnut and working for the Chestnut Police Department at that time. And a lot of the local law enforcement went up to become part of the executive protection team for Gerald R. Ford. And the same thing happened. We got through under the bus. We were so far, we had to go through some training. We were not on the same radio frequency as the Secret Service. If we would have seen a gunman, we couldn't have notified him to begin with. We had other options. We could have definitely done something on our own to draw attention to it. But nevertheless, we were so far out in the boondocks that we seen his cavalcade go through about 90 miles an hour. We couldn't tell if that was him or not, just a bunch of speeding vehicles. Anyway, to make a long story short, I'm going to make a prediction. Number one, and you heard it here first, Kamala Harris is not going to be the presidential candidate for president of the United States. If she was going to be that, those in the higher up would not be asking for an open convention. So you're going to see a lot of different people throw their hats into the ring. Hitler here from Michigan. And then you're going to have Gavin Newsom that wants to screw up the whole country like he did California. And then the big one that's going to come out of the woodwork is Mike Obama, or as you may have heard her, Michelle Obama. You're going to watch the internal cannibalization of a Democratic Party. The Democratic Party is going to cannibalize one another, and before it's all over with, you're going to see mud being slinged and shit going to come out of the woodwork, and the stories that you're going to hear from the higher echelon. But anyway, that's my prediction. But that doesn't mean that we can sit back and and not get out and vote for Trump when the time comes. You got to get these people off their butts. It's not a sure thing. If anything, we should have learned that from the last election. It's not a sure thing. There are millions of morons out there that are going to vote for Biden again, or vote for Kamala Harris again because she was Biden's underling. Having quotation on underling. But anyway, that's it for today. Those are my quotations. I finally see that what a screw up that was. Anybody that watched that and listened to the things, the people after, the witnesses that were pointing to the guy on the roof. My God, it's unbelievable. And surprisingly, even AOC had some pertinent questions that made her sound halfway intelligent. So that must have been a rare day in Washington when the Democrats and the Republicans both decided that this was a massive screw up. But I'm telling you this in advance. The Democrats are going to use this as a lever to get rid of the AR-15s. That's the whole thing. If you listen to Raskins, when he wasn't dyeing his hair and putting the powder on it, I don't know if that's flea dip or whatever that was, but that's what the AR-15s are going to take a big bite. So with that being said, this is it for today. Just a short, sweet one. Hope everybody enjoys themselves. Northern Michigan, it's going to rain here. It's middle of July. Don't be afraid to comment. I'll talk to you later. Get to Gaylord, stop in and see me. Great. Have a good day. Behave.